I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Brad?
I don't have much, but have you heard from our
Yep.
applicant?
Yep. So the officer that we interviewed on, was it last Monday?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He took the weekend to think it over, and he called me this morning and he accepted.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I thought that was a long shot. I really did.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That is.
I kind of felt the same way because he was texting me on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We haven't spoke on the phone, but he had all kinds of questions. And then I continued through the weekend. I even told my wife, I said, this isn't going anywhere. But he had sent me a text. He goes, I'm calling Mayor Kels. This was last night. I was in bed, but I saw it this morning. He said he was going to call you today. But he didn't. He said he might have good news for you. That's all he said.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did. It was good. It was
Well,
good.
that's awesome.
I'm glad because
Yeah.
he seems like a really good guy. I told him the letter that we write, the offer letter, we would set it for like the 1st of February. Whenever the first pay period starts in February.
Is that gonna accommodate him is he okay with that? Because I know he had to get in the firearms training done and the
he wanted
taser
to
training done.
Yeah.
And that night we told him that we would work with him so he could get that accomplished,
Yeah.
not leaving his guys high and dry.
Well, that's what I talked to him about. I said,
Okay, great.
well, it sounds like February 1st to be good for you, but if it's not good, we'll work with you.
Yeah.
Work with you on that.
Yeah.
So.
Good.
So.
Yeah, he was asking some questions that, I wish you could have been here to answer the questions, but obviously you've talked or texted, and so that's.
Yeah, and I was kind of leery because how you perceive text messages differently.
Yes, yes.
He had mentioned that. He goes, I asked him several questions. They had no answers for me, and it's, so I didn't know how to take that. It's like,
Well, he's
we don't
asking
know.
about.
We don't
our-
know.
Yeah, there was a few questions. Yeah, like I talked to you about on the phone.
Yeah, and you mentioned that to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when he sent me that text, I thought Joe already told me that. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic news. I'm
That
shocked.
was I was surprised. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Because I thought he's going to talk to his wife, and his wife's going to shut this thing down.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome.
That's good.
It's awesome.
I'm really looking forward to it because I worked up a schedule, added another full-time guy in, and we're gonna have, like,
Hey, John.
we are so close to having 24-hour coverage here.
Mhm.
And I mean, there's several days in a row that we will. That's
That's awesome.
it's pretty exciting.
That's good. That's good.
And he wants to work nights. Does he?
Yes.
Yeah. His thing was nights.
Yeah, he was
so-
asking me about shifts yesterday, and it's like, I'd planned up, putting John on straight thirds, and then making him work like a second, two seconds and 2/3, so, third shift will always be covered with John's days off, and he said, I'd prefer straight thirds. It's like, whatever you want, so, we'll make it work. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's fantastic.
Well, I will touch base with him tomorrow, because we need to get, some uniforms and vest ordered.
And that's what he talked about too. He said that you mentioned that to him. And I told him to just communicate with you on his schedule and when he can,
Sure.
and you'll just communicate with me on that.
No, that's fine.
So I don't know. I'll have to look up, see if I can find offer letters we wrote the other officers.
I think all I have down there is like the oath that you give them,
Yeah.
when they're sworn in. I don't
Yeah.
have the offer letters.
Use it as a template for that.
What's the status on the new vehicle?
Oh, other than that, I'm picking that up tomorrow.
Okay, okay,
and it's going right to Cops Gear, so
okay.
we'll get, he said it shouldn't be too long before they get it outfitted.
Okay. Do we have enough? Is he gonna use like one of the reserve, or one of the part-times? We'll work that into the, okay,
Yeah, we'll be okay.
okay.
Yeah, other than that, that's all. I don't really have anything else.
Okay. This USIC thing, so Ryan said he'll talk about it when he comes back, but, like you were mentioning, you know, it's like, they come around already, I don't know what
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
deal
why
is,
they-
would be to have a contract with them. Unless, cause Ryan mentioned something about they've been calling for a lot of locates that we have to pay for. Extra, and if we contracted with them, they'd be like an on-call thing, so.
Yeah, I don't understand there.
These are the people who come out when you call Indiana 411 or whatever.
811.
811.
811, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it says per one call ticket's $50. Project's $18.24 an hour. Yeah, I don't understand their billing on it. I mean, man, if we got a bunch of locates, like he says, that would get kind of expensive.
Yeah, it does sound like it's expensive.
Cause that, what I'm reading it is $50 plus $18.25 every 15 minutes.
Mhm. And how much we pay now, I don't know.
Well, if Ryan spends a half a day,
What's that?
if Ryan
Ryan
spends a half a day, his salary, he spends 4
Trying to
hours
find things, yeah.
to locate the things.
Yep, yep.
Is this something we wanna table until we have Ryan at a meeting?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess I got some questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll present it. So, there's a few things, I gotta write a letter to, Allen County Highway. Apparently, there's some old, areas, and Ryan and I have talked about this before, where, like, we have sewer lines that we just automatically knew we had right of way, but it's not showing on the GIS. Well, apparently the sewer line, remember the sewer line that was done back in 2010 along my house, along the
Oh,
field
yeah,
there,
yeah.
you know, from Ash down to wherever. That was never recorded apparently as a alley or a right of way or anything. So, and this was way back before our time. And then there's another little rectangle of property on Ash that goes up to Keller's driveway that doesn't show any owner. It's just like a square in the middle of the road. So,
Where did the, where's all the utilities and everything for the new addition come in? From there?
where do they come in at? You mean the
Where do they
water?
hook up? Do they hook at the end of your street there, or
Yes, the water.
water in the sewer?
Yep.
Okay.
That's connected all the way.
It'll be looped in though too. Yeah.
Yes. It comes down Maple Lane and Ash.
Yep.
It's connected in and also connects to 101.
Yep.
So it'll be all looped.
Oh, so it's all looped.
Yes, and which is exactly what we want for flow.
And we have sewer going along the railroad too. So it will be good. Which I think when we did the request for bids on the trail, Landon from A&Z told me that we can work out those details later too, so he'll probably help me with that, getting details on the, you know, the exact coordinates or whatever, the legal descriptions of those. Probably just a matter of having him sign it over to us. Minutes, the only thing I saw was full-time officer says full-time office. And,
Is that under?
under
Chief?
chief's report, last line in chief's report.
Gotcha.
And superintendent's report, it says superintendent wall instead of walls.
The, at the bottom, the adjournment, I wasn't here. We've got, adjournment meeting of Board of Works seconding. It was me, which should have been Mark.
Gotcha. Good call. Yeah, move to approve as corrected.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll abstain, I wasn't here.
All those abstained?
Aye.
There you go.
Is IROL gonna be brought up at city council tonight?
It won't be brought up at city council, but I did send it over to Kevin, so Kevin's got it. Kevin's got about five projects with me.
Who's Kevin?
Kevin's our attorney, city
Okay.
attorney.
I thought you meant.
He sent it to me, and I went,
I sent
what's
him.
this for?
Oh, yeah. Kevin, did you do anything with that?
So,
Okay.
next city council, you want me here to answer any questions?
Yeah, plan on it, because that's not until the 6th of, or the 3rd of February.
Oh, the next city council isn't?
The next city council where we can discuss something other than what's planned on it, because it's a special meeting.
Oh, I thought,
The 20th is a special meeting just for the annexation.
oh,
Yep.
okay, I
Yep.
wasn't aware of that, so February,
February 3rd, yeah.
okay.
All right, there you go. And the payroll. There's like 12 governing boards places to sign.
On the AP vouchers for council, they let you type in names, that way everybody has a name, but it doesn't let you do it for payroll. It just prints it out automatically. It's a little weird.
The pay is not that important, I guess. The bills are more important.
No, I'm still excited about that. I didn't think we were gonna get that police officer, so that's.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Let's see.
He'll make a good addition, I think. I think he's gonna make a really good addition to our.
Yeah, he's very, I don't know, the interview went well.
Yeah, had a good vibe, so.
Interview was good. All right, Kevin, did you have anything else? As far as pay goes, or anything, or money, or?
I did a final inspection at P&B Cold Storage office and phase one of the warehouse.
Mhm.
So that both passed, and the building department was coming. I did that on January 2nd. The building department was following me up. So
When was that?
January 2nd, I did a fire inspection out there, just for your information, so you know what's going on. So.
So phase one is all ready to.
Phase one is they're bringing the temperature down. Phase two is under construction right now. They're still pouring concrete inside the building. So, just for your information.
So I'll be up and running here.
Kevin?
I don't have anything, no.
No? Anything anything else. The only other thing I wanted to bring up was that email that Kevin just said I was a class act on. So they're saying that the meeting is cut off, and I don't watch the YouTube videos, so I don't know. The meeting is cut off right after that bill was presented.
Yep.
Is that when the meeting actually stopped, or?
So the law that it reads is actually, we don't have to record any meetings until July 1st, 2025. Right here, section 4-15-1.5-2.9, effective 7/1/2025, providing public live streaming of meetings or archived of recordings or meetings by governing bodies or agencies notice technical failure. These meetings don't have to be live streamed or recorded or maintained until July 1st. So anything that we record is solely for technical purposes right now, just to test it out, meaning that we don't legally have to record or maintain the copies of it until July. So if we wanted to go on the YouTube channel and delete all the videos right now, we have the right to do that because we don't have to legally have those. I did cut off the part of the meeting where me and Joe, where things heated up a little bit. I used YouTube's own editor to do that because it, as Mark pointed out, it wasn't very professional. But there's nothing by law saying that we have to keep those recordings. And if you want to look right here, Joe, see right here, 7/1/2025, not January 1st, 2025.
Is that referring to the live recordings?
This, I could read the whole thing if you'd like.
I don't want you to read the whole thing, but is that referring to the live meeting?
This is live meetings and the keeping recordings of meetings. So after July 1st, we will have to keep the meetings to download or copy for the public up to 90 days after the date of the meeting. That's starting July 1st, not January 1st.
So even if it's recording using public-owned property, the public can't have access to it if you don't want them to have access to it before January 1st of this year?
We can delete anything on the YouTube channel because we're not legally required to maintain it. If someone would like a copy of the minutes, I believe we do have to offer that.
Mhm.
But recorded meetings, there's no law stating that we have to provide them with anything. We can delete or unlist any YouTube video or recording that I would have on my computer. We can delete anything prior to July 1st.
All right.
Unless you know a
I
law
think that was
otherwise.
extremely unprofessional for you to do.
I'd never
that.
claimed to be a professional.
I think it's extremely unprofessional as an elected official to remove stuff that was already aired to the public and then all of a sudden it's gone. I think that's disrespectful to the public, to the voters, to the taxpayers to do something like that. And just to sit here and say you can legally do that because it's not against the law, I think that's very unprofessional.
I never claimed to be a professional.
Didn't say you did. In my opinion, it was unprofessional. So, by definition, you are a professional because you get paid to do the job. That makes you a professional. Whether you claim it or not, you're still a professional.
Was there anything else, Joe? We could definitely talk about this more. I think there's definitely more pressing matters, but that'd be for the council.
Well, the meeting's only been 20 minutes, and it's usually longer than that. But I just think that my opinion is stated. I don't have anything else to say.
Well, if anything gets brought up, I know it says on here that the witnesses were Kevin and Mark. I believe YouTube keeps the video anyway, even the part that was, it's not deleted. I believe it's just cut down for what's publicly available. So we could use that. It says in here that I aggressively and unprofessionally attacked Mayor Kelsey, verbally, of course. Aggressive, I mean, that's very objective, depends on what you would like to use. If you want to use
If I wanna
curse
use-
word, oh, anybody, depends on what, you, isn't in a general sense, Joe, of what you, it's an objective definition, right? You may think one thing's aggressive and I don't. If cussing is a thing, I mean, we can go back and I will pull up all the YouTube videos, even the weeks prior, of you using curse words in public meetings.
I have used curse words in public meetings.
You have?
I'm not denying that.
Okay, so you wouldn't consider that unprofessional then?
I would definitely consider that unprofessional.
So why is it okay for you to be unprofessional, but I'm not allowed to be?
Did I say
You're
that?
the mayor.
Did I say that you're not allowed to be professional while I am? Did I say that?
You were chastising me, saying that I was being unprofessional. Why are you holding me to a higher standard than you would hold yourself?
I'm not holding you to a higher standard.
Then why point it
I'm
out?
saying you getting a little bit angry there was unprofessional. I don't get angry like stuff like that. I have sworn before.
What did you
at
say to me
meetings.
after the meeting was over? That I didn't know what the hell I was talking, or no, you told me that I didn't know what the fuck I was talking
No, I
about.
didn't.
And to shut the hell up.
No, I didn't. When you were walking this
We got
way,
meetings right
I
here.
said to shut the fuck up is what I said.
Okay,
That's
so
exactly what I said.
there we go.
That's exactly what I said.
There you go. So, I don't mind putting it out there. You want to have your employees report me or do whatever you want, that's fine. I never claimed to be a professional. This guy works with you who did this. I can't think of his name. I'll get it though. I know the guy. I know who knows the information to get this. It's a gentleman that works with you. There's some private information also in this email of we knew this when he was sworn in. Who's we? You guys? Unless one of you guys wrote this, we. And concern for the safety. Just merely bring up something of what you should be doing as mayor and doing a very dishonorable thing for this city of how you treat this position, and to chastise me over something is ludicrous in my mind.
I don't.
And I
understand
think,
what you're
and it
saying.
could be brought up in the council meeting. I think that's a much more appropriate place. I think the governing board needs to hear about this. I think the public definitely needs to hear about this, but I'm sure most of them already know.
Well, the voters are the most important here,
Absolutely.
and
I
they're the
think
ones that put me in office 3 times. So-
Once, right? We haven't
3
had
times.
2 elections.
3
We
times.
haven't had held 2 elections for the last 2
Because
elections,
nobody
right?
ran against me because I was doing a good job apparently. So,
How many days are you in the office a week, Joe?
how many days?
Yeah, how many, roughly in a month, how many days do,
How many days do I set foot in here? 1/2 a day. I
One
set-
half a day
I set
per
foot in
month.
here 1/2 a day per week.
Per week. 1/2 a day per week.
Yep, that's how often I sit in this office
So
per week, and then I come to meetings
So
too, twice a week.
So
twice a
2
month.
times every 2 weeks. So that's what, 4 days?
Yeah,
No. That's 2 days a month.
yep,
2 days a
Absolutely.
month.
absolutely, yep.
Wow.
That I set foot in here, yep, absolutely. Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?